Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2025 Elite League Playoffs. We're finally here. We're down to the final 8. I am Demand2413, joined by Nados once again. Nados, two
Hello.
awesome matches coming up immediately here in this kind of block of stream.
Indeed. I think some really interesting matches probably coming up here. At least this first one. A lot of strong soloing. I'm hoping we'll see some solo picks here. I can't wait. Can't wait to see this.
Yeah, these players on this set list is going to be something really interesting to watch. We haven't seen anyone yet play in a competitive setting on these songs, so we will see how this all plays out, what the in-match scores end up looking like. Also broadcast I am in, just so you know. But we'll be getting started shortly with 3 seed Jarvis9999 versus xdhaqwen, the 6 seed. So for those who are just joining us for maybe the first time or didn't catch some of the info earlier, a couple things to note about the playoffs. First, we are a brand new set list. We are ratcheting up the difficulty from the group stage now to the playoffs, obviously, but we also add in boss songs. So there's now one more song per category available to the players, and each match will be best of 9, which means first to 5 song wins takes the match. It is 4 to 4 will force tiebreakers, so a little bit longer, a little bit more sample size for these players to prove who is better on the day on this set list, and a lot of different avenues these players could go down, Natos.
Yeah, I think we'll need it. I think these players will need this. Like these best of 9s. I think we'll see a lot of close matches, a lot of swings. I would not count on any match, even if it's down to match point. Like a clean sweep, reverse sweep could happen. I would not be surprised to see multiple actually. So
yeah, it's very possible that, you know, after the first few songs where players are really able to lean into their best strengths, once you start going down the line of like, what's my priority, things could get interesting because it is really tough. The amount of different things.
So yeah, you start running out of the comfort picks, and there aren't a lot of those in this. So you're gonna have to pick some of your weaker songs eventually. So yeah.
Well,
again,
and
really
to
excited.
get things rolling here with Jarvis versus Haqwen, we have our bans in. So it will be Jarvis banning Spicy Fried Sick as their ban, and then Haqwen banning Total Destroy 115. And Natos, if you just want to like describe those for people who haven't played them yet.
Well, Spicy Fried Sick is definitely more of a tapping style of pick. It's the solo tech, a lot of elbow strumming, a lot of trills, and I'm a bit surprised because that's a really strong. I believe Jarvis is really strong at that, so it's a bit surprising. I think Haqwen also really strong at that, so maybe that's why. And
It very well could be, yeah.
Yeah, Total Destroy. Well, that's just your very standard strumming stamina, but it is extremely fast and it requires a lot of warm up. So I would also ban that if I was in this position.
Yeah. Now, we don't know if it's a red herring or not, but in the players like playoff general Discord chat, we did see Jarvis say that he has not played the game in a week. Now, for some like really good players, such as Jarvis, who has an incredibly high skill ceiling in everything in this game, sometimes that time off ends up being a benefit rather than a detriment.
Yeah. Some people just swear by the buff or the break buff, actually, where you just suddenly get better for no reason after playing or not playing. However, it needs to be said that practicing the pass is very important. So I'm very interested to see how this is panning out with, especially regards with the Star Carter. So yeah.
Yeah. So with Jarvis having the first ban, that means no deferral there. So Jarvis having banned first will also pick first. For those who don't know, the first ban goes to the top seeded player as well as the first pick, unless you choose to defer, in which case you ban second and your opponent picks first. So if we get there, we'll get there, but that is the short version. We're getting things settled. We might have a little bit of a set list thing we've got to get worked out. Indeed. But while we do that, we've got a little bit of time to kind of go down the set list a little bit here, as we can kind of just look at some of the options potentially. Boss songs again on the table. So the 3 songs that someone with a higher skill ceiling might pick might be those boss songs. Those would be for solos, Sacraments Medley, for strums, Stutter Step by Collago, and the hybrid tiebreaker of Fallen Symphony Abridged, which, if you didn't see the setlist preview, is possibly the hardest single song we've ever put into a tournament, especially just as a normal pick.
Definitely. Yeah, I personally have not seen anything that would come close. Maybe as like in the single peak side of things, like as a higher solo peak or whatever. But since it's hybrid, there's a lot of like difficult stuff in every skill set in that song. But
we will do a quick rescan of everyone's songs, missing a couple. These are the things you have to worry about with the first match of the stream. Right. Predictions, by the way, on the challenge are closed now. So if anyone got their predictions in, I know there was some discussion in general chat about Sableye and Brad providing $20 American to anybody who has a perfect bracket. So 20 people up for that. That's exciting. And we can kind of look a little bit at the bracket. We won't have it visually for you because I'm throwing this completely out of nowhere. But the winner of this match, Jarvis versus Haqwen, will be playing the winner of Remix versus Matref, happening tomorrow. Which that match is, in theory, that's the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. So on paper, that should be the closest match. And it's very possible that could be, because both of those players, incredibly talented. But again, it's the set list. It's so varied. You just never know what people are going to be really strong at. Yeah,
I keep saying it, but I'm so excited to see how these players like play on this, because I feel like we will see a bunch of skill sets that these players really haven't gone to show that well. Maybe shine. Like, I would hope so. Maybe some surprising results here and there. So
I want to take a second as well to shout out Stickheads and Sanic for the resubs to the channel and starting the hype train. Appreciate you both. Want to shout out Collago as well in the chat. Shout out to awesome. Collago. Wow, very nice by Mason to get the challenge bracket up that we can look at. You are a beast. Shout out Mason Jar, our broadcaster for today. But yeah, show your love to Collago for sure. Stickheads also has a chart in here. Jaderand I see in here has a chart in here. All the charters showing the support. Love to see it. Shout out everybody in the chat. Love you all. Thank you for stopping by. Elite League playoffs, I'm very, very excited about. So yeah, Jarvis Haqwen today, and then the winner of that's playing Remix Matref. And then you can see the top seeds, the top of the bracket here. Jeff versus Sanic Studios. That will be happening after this first match. I am very excited to see that one as well. Triss versus Skull. I mean, I could say that. I'm going to stop saying that because that is every single match. And then Triss versus Skull Joke. Winner will play the winner of Jeff versus Sanic. So just the first round, allowing players to set their foundation, see where their strengths and weaknesses are. They've had a week now to practice. Some have practiced, some haven't, as we discussed. But when you look at this first round, there is a little bit less pressure. It's double elimination. So everyone who, if you lose, you are not out of the tournament completely yet. So all these players have a little bit less pressure in this first match, but you do want to avoid being in that lower bracket as much as possible, because obviously down the line, it helps a bunch.
Definitely. And I also want to comment, like, usually, at least from what I've seen in these tournaments, whenever you get to play this elite, they post scores to like, hey, look at this, I got this cool score or whatever. This time around, I have not seen a single score by anyone. So I think the players also noticed that they don't really have a lot of data on the older players. Like, so this first round is going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah,
I guess for the players as well. I would imagine a lot of players watching this right now to get any sort of data.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, the thing you can know about these 8 players is they're going to be watching like hawks and trying to find any little tidbit they can learn about their opponents, because you need every single edge you can get, because it's the best of the best here. These are the final 8 players from a long tournament season dating back to the beginning of the Open tournament. We had over 150 participants there, and then that led into the 24-person Elite League group stage, where the margins were already razor thin. So when you get to this point, you need everything you can get, which makes you think, could you see some strategic bans maybe trying to lead people astray, or are they really the songs that these players want to see the least? That is certainly a possibility as well, a little gamesmanship.
Yeah.
So that will be something to watch for sure, especially, I mean, you would think on paper, the next match, Jeff versus Sanic, being the largest seed discrepancy, I would say that doing a misleading ban might be a very risky move in the playoffs. That might be the one spot you could potentially see something like that. But even still, is that worth the risk?
I don't think so, yeah. I think any of these matches, like, realistically, they can go anyway. Like, so I would also just, put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, and yeah.
Yeah, apologies again for the delay. We will be getting there very, very shortly. But I know the anticipation is killing everyone. Jarvis in the group stage, by the way, 4-1 against Sanic, Atomic, and Dark Wolf, that triangle of players that just beat each other each time they played, which led to Sanic qualifying with 2 losses. Kind of unprecedented, but able to advance to playoffs with Sanic. But yeah, Jarvis 4-0 in those other matches, so 3 total song drops out of versus 20 song wins. So very, very strong group stage for Jarvis.
Sure. Yeah,
and then actually, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just I want to comment a bit, like, Jarvis being his first Elite League appearance. I did speak to him a bit, and going into his first match, you're always unsure, like, how's it going to go? How's it going to go? And it turned out way better than like he expected, but which well, hold on, my man, like, there's some issues going on right now. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is it went a lot better than he expected, and which cool to see from the outside, because he's a really talented player.
And I don't know how much players are going to lean into I can out note hit you versus I can FC this, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's definitely room for that in here.
Definitely, yes.
But so little about your opponent that it's also very risky to go that route.
Yeah, there's just no data at all. So you kind of just have to go based off of what you know about the player, what you believe they're strong at and weak at. So, yeah.
Okay, so to recap, because we're about to get into it finally. Thank you for hanging with us. Sorry for the delay. Jarvis banned Spicy Fried Sick. xdhaqwen banned Total Destroy 115, and we are going in with our first song pick. It is the Sacraments of Descension solo medley 125 solo boss out of the gate.
Straight in there. Yeah.
There's
That
no
is,
appetizer.
yeah, there's no appetizer. Straight into one of the hard songs off the set list. So.
So it appears Jarvis is going with the "I will outnote hit you" strategy.
I guess he is. Yeah. All right.
Here we go. At normal speed, this is a 7 difficulty according to the difficulty ratings, which are varied between setlist to setlist. But here we go. First song of the Elite League playoffs.
There we go. Straight in there. There's no break with this one.
No breaks. I mean, every single song these players will make look much easier than we can possibly say.
Yeah.
It leaves us as commentators less ability to even say, here's what's coming up, because there is just method after method happening all the time.
Yeah. I mean, this try in specific is just an onslaught. Right on the gate here, though, bit of an activation discrepancy. Both players hitting they're hitting a lot of notes. Haquen's still on FC.
100% true. Jarvis did miss while Haquin was under star power. Haquin's still on FC, ripping this right now.
Wow.
Getting through a very crusty section as well. And there's the first drop there from Haquin. And as another drop comes, Jarvis activates, does drop there. Little less note dense potentially, but a long star power here. Unbelievable by both right there.
And yeah, Jarvis reclaims the lead here, actually.
Oh, phrase picked up by Haquin. So now Haquin with the star power advantage, only down by a couple thousand. You will not see a lot of big note streaks throughout this set list, especially on the
the bosses
songs. Yes.
Yeah. But even so, I'm still impressed by the streaks we're seeing here. Like, wow. Haquin back in the lead now. However, Jarvis does have 1 bar star power. Never mind, it's equal.
Yep. And the Tom and Jerry misses coming now for both players.
To be expected on a pick like this.
Both players rip that tap section, yeah. And here comes again. Phrase there, big phrase. Activation by Haquin, who holds combo through that.
Yeah.
Very nice. There's a little bit of sustain there with that star power. Never ideal, but with how note dense this song is, can't complain too much. After this star power, we will see another miss from Jarvis there, and it looks like Haquin's going to have a comfortable lead along with the star power advantage.
However, there is a solo bonus ticking up here. I'm not sure who has the better percentage here, but it could play a big role.
They're so close. Big miss there from Jarvis, though. I was going to say Jarvis has a pretty, not sizable, but a small lead in the total notes hit of the solo. It looked like their percentage was bumping up earlier.
Yeah,
but
it looks like about a 15K, something like that.
We're equal star power now.
Yeah.
So out of all this, it's got a 5,000 point lead, but Jarvis is starting to get into a rhythm here.
This is coming down to the solo bonus, I think.
It actually, I think it will. Oh my goodness, another drop there. It's a 2,000 point lead for Haquin at the end. Haquin steals song number 1.
Insane. And that is a minus 26 by Jarvis, actually. That is a very, very good miscount. But Haquin with the better streaks and activations. So
better streaks and activations. And that is the difference. A 2,000 point difference between the two players on that insanely note dense song.
What a banger to start us off. Wow. I could not wish for anything better than that.
Okay. Well, if these players were not warm, they are now. Going into song number 2, Jarvis has a pick once again.
Yeah, if I was Jarvis here, I would be a little bit surprised maybe about, like, maybe not going how he hoped they will. So, what is it in here?
Okay. Well, the pick is in. It is a hybrid Flight of the Hatchling, 130%. This is a hybrid pick by the band Keep of Callison, which is famous, obviously, for Nove Raptus, the incredibly fast strumming song. But this song, definitely a true hybrid in the truest sense.
Definitely, Yeah, true hybrid. Test your consistency. So I think Jarvis is backing on that he has a better consistency on this than Hatchling. Right out of the gate at Overstrom, I think.
Able to not overstrum out of that though, so able to get back into that strumming cleanly, which is pretty big for Jarvis there, especially on those 3-note chords. So early lead for Hatchling here to get comfortable with activation right away from Jarvis there.
Also, yeah, very note dense. There's not a lot of breaks. Hatchling just ripping it through right now, and just as I say that, and this is.
Yeah, it is. It's a dangerous game to say someone's doing well. It is Jarvis with the lead now, actually.
Same amount of star power as well, so this is interesting.
So it is a true lead, as it were, as we get into the first solo here.
Let's see who can hit the slash guitar battle. Oh, Hatchling hits it
getting through clean. Absolutely well played by Hatchling on that. We'll get that small solo bonus, which is looking like these solo bonuses are starting to be a big deal. Big drop there, big combo there by Jarvis. Now going out of that, takes the lead. Star power goes, and this will build a bigger lead for Jarvis than he's seen maybe all game.
Well. Yeah.
Response there from Hatchling. Now we will see how much that gap closes. Still a lead for Jarvis. Okay, so Jarvis now half a bar difference. It doesn't matter. That's the end. It's a quick one and it's over.
That's take it. 5K lead.
Wow. Close matches.
Wow. Really good performance by both of those players there.
Yeah, these players are coming out of the gates hot for our first match of playoffs.
They're swinging. They're swinging their hands.
All right, so we are all tied up 1-1, best of 9 once again. So once again, the bands were Spicy Fried Sick and Total Destroy. So for those looking at the stuff now, there you go. Yeah,
have our pick. Allegro Maestoso 140 is our solo stamina pick. So
you said you wanted to see some soloing, so here it is.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one in particular. A lot of notes again in this. All these solo picks, just a barrage of notes. So
yep, a barrage of notes is exactly how to describe this song at 140% speed. These players, again, will make this look a lot easier than it is. Jarvis coming out of the gates hot. Early.
I would imagine Jarvis, this is something right up Jarvis's alley, just from playing with him. And yeah, he's showing why.
Yeah, you were about to see why these players are both Elite League Playoffs calibers, still comboing as Jarvis. Hatchling with only one miss. It is insane right now. 566 note streak to just hitting 500 now for Hatchling. Both players locked in.
Yeah, they're locking in right now. Wow.
I mean, it is so clean, and you've got to one-hand all this with all these interspersed strums, and the fact that these are all popos makes this so much tougher too, but both players having no problem holding combo here. Unbelievable start for Jarvis right now.
All right, they get through the chokeable part. Wow, Jarvis still on lefty. The same stuff are
not giving any breathing room for Jarvis.
Yeah, I do believe Jarvis is. Never mind, he's not following. Oh wow!
Oh my god!
This is unbelievable, actually.
So just at the halfway point, we have one total miss between the two players. Just sensational play right now from both players.
Yeah, none of these are letting up.
Out of the first solo, one total miss between the two. Insane.
Early activation there by Hatchling. Let's see.
Jarvis with a lot of star power. We will see if it ends up leading to a large lead or not. The
overlap looks like a good overlap
there.
I think.
There's not a lot of song left. If there is only one more phrase, oh man, there better be 2 more phrases if you're Jarvis, because it is going to be really close. Neoclass players get clean. There's one more.
There's another phrase. Oh, the last solo, I think Jarvis gonna activate here. Yep.
Wow.
No
what
way,
a performance. Dude. FC for Jarvis is going to take it. What a run.
Well, I did not think we would see the first FC on this song, but here we are.
It took all of 3 songs to see our first FC of the playoffs.
I mean, if anyone to FC this, it would be Jarvis.
Wow.
So, but wow. xdhaqwen also with an incredible score as well. This is what I hoped for when I saw these two up against each other.
Yeah, and that being xdhaqwen, that is crazy. So Jarvis has their first song pick stolen, then xdhaqwen has his first song pick stolen. So 2-1 Jarvis now. xdhaqwen's pick immediately in. It's destroy, 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 the happy end. Another hybrid pick by xdhaqwen. Or I guess the first hybrid pick by xdhaqwen, but you know what I mean. Another hybrid pick in the match.
So this is our gimmick hybrid. This one, you do want to know the activations. The activations are incredibly important. So whoever has the best practice on this with activations, I think, will end up winning. But let's see. Who knows?
All right, it is song number 4 in this best of 9.
I do believe there's a really important activation right here at the beginning. Oh, both players missing.
There's the activation.
Yep.
And Jarvis was able to get into that ×4, make it a ×8 early. Well, it drops there from Jarvis now, so...
Yeah. And you see the score discrepancy already. It's 20k, so you do not want to miss that sustain. All right.
As you mentioned, very note-dense, a lot of opportunities for big swings. Drop there from Jarvis. We'll have to activate without that ×4 as xdhaqwen takes advantage.
He lost back. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so close. Another drop there from Jarvis. Does not drop that important phrase.
Yeah, from a 20k discrepancy right into the lead. That is, wow.
And some really tricky chord changes throughout this section right here. It is Jarvis now out of this section. Drops there from both.
A lot of misses here. Wow. So far, more misses on this song than every other song combined, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
So it is
That's a bit of the
Jarvis
slow
with
part.
the star power and the slight lead. So very much in control of this match at the moment.
But we saw how fast things changed earlier, so yeah. You're not home free. Into the pretty tricky part. Let's see. xdhaqwen with 2 misses already.
And Jarvis having a really good time on this section right here in particular. Really, honestly, the biggest discrepancy in a single section of anything so far between the 2 players. xdhaqwen has been right there with Jarvis the entire day so far, but that was a big one. Yeah, huge activation.
Well, huge activation there. He does get the overlap.
Jarvis gets the overlap as well.
I would say I do not know the paths to these, so
I am in the same boat, unfortunately.
I think the same applies for these players as well. It seems to be a lot of following, and
yeah, there could be a lot of home cooking, if you get what I'm saying. A lot of home cooked paths between the 2. And Jarvis has opened it up here a bit, and with a star power advantage in a very good spot to be on your opponent's pick for sure.
Although miss here on the star or the sustains, it doesn't call back too much. So.
Yeah, it will help, no doubt. Jarvis will activate right away. Haqwen holding on here until there. So we'll have full bar for this section. Chord tense with the miss from Jarvis.
Whoa.
All right, so Haqwen coming back here out of this activation. Brings it back to about 25K. But Jarvis has been able now to get into the rhythm of this section. If there was a lot of misses there, that could have been an opportunity.
Back into this part. A lot of misses on this part. Yeah, from both players. Yeah, both.
So fast, both players nail it. Wow.
Into the chord
Very
part.
tricky chording section here, yeah.
Jarvis seems to be coming better out.
We are even on star power. Both players are playing so well. It's just like single misses and then they're right back in it. Never allowing too much space for a comeback or for the lead to shrink.
Okay.
With the miss there under star power, a couple from Haqwen, while Jarvis, able to maintain just a tiny bit more consistency, will lock down this song pick. It's going to be 3-1 Jarvis.
Indeed.
In this incredibly close match so far.
That is our biggest lead by a lot, actually. So.
Yeah. So that is now back-to-back song steals from Jarvis. Minus 26 to minus 41 are the missed counts. Not very much difference in terms of best streak. It was 352 to 397. So both players similarly played, but it's astounding to see the score difference considering that.
Yeah, the activations are very important, as I alluded to, which you saw there.
Yeah. And also to Jarvis's credit, just hit more notes. Had a little bit more consistency as we went. And here we go. We've got another song pick. The song picks are coming in quick.
Yeah, no time to talk in between his picks.
No, no need to discuss what we're thinking they might think. It is kickback 140. We are seeing our first strum pick of the match.
This one is going to be interesting. This one is very rough. If you haven't practiced, like, as Jarvis said in general chat, that he hadn't practiced a lot. So let's see how he does on this.
Incredibly tricky strum control throughout this track. A lot of very precise fretting and bursty strumming that you have to be on top of. Jarvis already off to a flying start.
Yep. Wow. All right.
Wow, yeah.
Let's see how it goes on the chorus. Jarvis looking really strong, apparently.
Man, yeah, Jarvis has seemingly settled in quite nicely here after that first track. I mean, both players came out flying, but Jarvis has just seemed to really get comfortable here.
Wow. No problem at all. Very good. Wow.
Incredible start here. This is a quick song, by the way, as you can see how fast that bottom bar underneath the scores are going.
About
almost
a 30K
halfway
lead,
done already.
it seems.
And Jarvis with a nice comfortable lead now. I mean, but again, if you're Haqwen and you look across and you still see that gold ring, you think, what do I have to pick to make this guy miss?
Oh, that is not a good explanation. Wait, maybe it is. Actually, yeah, it might be.
There's whammy.
Yeah, there's a lot of star power here, actually. I might actually be a really good star power activation. Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't think he went activate there, actually. So, let's see.
Wow, okay.
He could call back here.
And with that first miss there from Jarvis, that does open the door. Here's the activation from Haqwen. This could be big. Oh, but some drops there. It would have to be a lot of misses from Jarvis and a big streak from Haqwen on a very, very difficult song.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Haqwen there, because Jarvis is just hitting all of these important sections.
This ending is no joke either. Just an absolute mammoth of a section out of that 4-note chord. What a run from Jarvis to take this song and make it 4-1.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a strong performance.
Yeah, that is, I mean, man, -2 with 2 overstrums on kickback 140.
Very good. Again, about the same lead as the last song, so maybe Jarvis back into the things, or back into like the swing of things. Let's see. All right.
Man, and after a very, very strong start, those first 3 songs from Haquin, it's still a 4-1 deficit now. You are back against the wall here. This is match point for Jarvis. This is Haquin's last pick of the match, meaning if they were to win, Jarvis would then have the next 2 picks following this. So it is time for the rubber to meet the road, and here it is. It is the hardest song on the set list. It is Fallen Symphony Abridged, the CSE Elite League edit. This is a doozy. Describe this to someone who hasn't seen it, Natos.
Well, this is just, it has everything. You need to be good at everything in this to like, seeing this is pretty much impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it would be an incredible FC if it got done. So I'm pretty confident in saying that this will not at the FC.
Yeah.
In tournament.
In tournament, I feel very comfortable saying.
Yeah. Even outside of tournament, I don't think so, yeah.
That's the thing that makes this such a crazy pick. And I don't think we'll be seeing as many FCs in this playoffs as we have in any other stage of the tournament season. And songs like this are why.
Yeah, so you're going to see pretty quickly why this song is hard. The hardest parts are probably the tapping, but that is not to say that the other stuff is not hard, because you need to be on top of your game and pay attention. Yeah. A bit on the longer side, so we'll have like a pseudo tiebreaker situation here.
Yeah. This does have a tiebreaker feel.
Indeed.
If I remember correctly, it's also a pretty long song.
It is a long song, yeah. This abridged version is about 6 minutes, 6:30, I think. So yeah, definitely a pretty long song.
I think you're correct.
But that being said, these are 2 pretty strong tapping players, I would say.
Yes.
And they are nailing this intro.
First drop there from Haquin, and there's one from Jarvis. That is a phrase drop from Jarvis. And a couple drops there from Jarvis under star power while Haquin holds on, so it's only a 3,000 point difference with Haquin having a full bar. Now an actual full bar.
All right.
Ascending trips into the descending or ascending trill. I can't even talk. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, this activation is huge actually from Haquin.
But out of it, it's only about a 3,000, 4,000 point lead because Jarvis was able to be so consistent.
Yeah. Jarvis hitting more notes, but that activation is huge from Haquin.
Yeah, the activation is certainly serving Haquin very well.
Yeah, this part is a little trickier than it seems, or it looks, so.
Yeah, so everybody in chat can see just how crazy this is. Both players doing a really nice job so far.
All right, let's see. The trips.
Oh, big activation and hit by Haquin there. That is a 40,000 point lead-ish, but it's going to shrink a little bit. I want to say about 34K lead now for Haquin out of that.
Let's see here. Very difficult part coming up.
Jarvis. Oh my goodness gracious, what a section by Jarvis.
And no problem.
Both almost hit that entire ending of that, which is nuts.
Yeah. After all that, it's about a 1K points discrepancy. So
that's impossible, dude. I just looked and it was 40K. What is going on?
Yeah. So we're going into a bit of a break here.
Now again, we've seen the pathing come in huge for Haquin in this song so far. This could end up being a big section for Haquin. Now, we do see the activation, a later activation from Jarvis. We'll see how this plays out.
looks good, I think, by Haqwen. I don't know.
For sure. It's very similar. They're now both even. So about a 7,000 point lead. That's on a song with this many chords and moving parts. I would say it's roughly a miss's worth.
Yeah.
One miss usually about 3,000, 4,000 points, but with all the chords and how many notes can happen in a single miss, you know, you never know.
Jarvis hitting both of those. Taking hit in the first. That's okay. Into the.
No, it wasn't a single miss. I was wrong.
No, this is.
Oh.
Wow.
Both players tearing this drop up right now.
Jarvis was on a 1.1k streak there, which is pretty incredible.
And after all of that, it's still about a 1,000 point lead for Haqwen going into the last third of the song.
Okay.
These players are going to need all 6.5 minutes of this song to decide who's going to have the higher score, because they cannot seem to separate from each other.
Yeah, it looks like it needs it, right? Okay, last breather here.
Man, and after all of that, it's still about a 3,000-4,000 point lead for Haqwen, who is holding on for dear life in this match, but has been able to stick with it so far. Going to need a big ending, though, to hold off Jarvis.
Yeah, Sage had a big activation coming up here, which I will believe. Haqwen holding the combo here.
What a streak by Haqwen. Here comes the activation. Jarvis with a lot of drop, but able to stay close.
That's still very close, yeah. Still at no games.
Yeah, so about 11,000 point lead now for Haqwen. Just a little bit lower. One miss there from both. Another really, really tricky section. Looks a lot easier than it actually is. Jarvis now in the lead.
Wow.
Oh, man, we'll see how things settle after this, because it is sporadic with the misses all over the place.
Jarvis has the star power lead as well, so I think there's a pretty big aggression here.
There could be a thought of defensive activations for Jarvis. We will see. No, we is going for it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if it pays off. Haqwen now with activation in hand. Here it is.
Yeah, that looks like the better of the two activations, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my goodness. It was a great activation from Haqwen. Jarvis able to hit that troll out, and another big troll from Jarvis there. Able to maintain the lead, has the star power advantage now, and slight lead just over 10k, honestly 13k point lead at the moment. It's slightly growing with a couple misses there from Haqwen, while Jarvis now building that lead ever so slightly. This under star power is going to be big, but not too big. It is a nice lead that Jarvis has. Drop there. It's close. Another drop there from Jarvis.
Oh.
Another drop there from Jarvis. Oh my God.
No,
and it's not going to be enough. It is going to be a 2,000 point difference, and Jarvis is going to take the match in a ridiculous ending.
Holy. What a match.
It is a -61 from Haqwen. Unbelievable. But the best streak of 1150 tells the tale of the tape. Jarvis takes it 5-1 in an incredibly close opening match of the playoffs. What a performance.
Yeah, that is incredibly strong from both players. Wow. I don't have words.
Man, what a match. Cannot wait to talk to both of these two competitors. Again, this is double elim, so Haqwen not out of the tournament yet. I would be very worried about seeing Haqwen in the lower bracket, though. Yeah, because that was one heck of a performance.
Yeah, I agree, for sure. That is, I would be scared.
Oh, I would be even more scared about seeing Jarvis next round if I'm Matref or, who is it, Matref and Triss? Matref and Remix, my apologies, yeah. Yeah. Unbelievable stuff there to open things up. We will get players shortly for our post-match interview, and here they are. It is Jarvis and Haqwen. Hello to you both. What a match to open things up. Jarvis huge win, 5-1. Man, it was close the entire way. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, but also a little bit nervous. Mainly just for what's to come, I assume, like in the next playoff matches, because I know everybody like in this playoff thing is cracked, so I'm gonna have to like step up my game if I'm gonna go any further than this, probably.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
I mean,
but I'm feeling good, feeling optimistic.
Yeah, that was an absolute banger of a match. I can't wait to see what, like, with more practice, what these matches are gonna look like. So, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess could you talk us through? We were talking about the fact that you'd mentioned you hadn't played in a week, and some players actually prefer that time rather than just kind of sending runs in. Do you feel like it was the best way to go about it, and kind of what's your thoughts moving forward?
No, it's not the best way. I can already just say that much. Like, it doesn't need to be mentioned. I think it's just like put the practice in if you want to. If you are aiming to get somewhere, put the practice in. I think I fluked a lot of what I hit in these runs, honestly, because it's just like minimal warm up. And honestly, if it was like a worse day for me, with the ways that like those scores were swinging, I could definitely have fallen behind on like numerous of those. This could be a lot closer. I just unfortunately for Hakwen had a pretty good day today on the game.
I was gonna say, Hakwen, congrats on an insane performance. Even though it ends up at a 5-1 or 1-5 loss, it is still crazy scores. You were right to the wire with Jarvis pretty much that whole match. Talk about your thoughts kind of dealing with some of those really, really tight songs in this match.
Well, I don't have highways on, so I couldn't tell. But if I did, I probably would have missed more. So it's ignorance is bliss.
It's highways off is what you're saying essentially.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
Got it. Well, then I assume that you'll probably go with the same thing moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for the last couple of tourneys, and it's been working out good so far.
Could you at least see the number changing, like the 1 and 2s, like seeing what bot you were in?
I mean, yeah, kind of. It's kind of bugged on one.
Yeah, that thing's bugged. It said I like got first place on Sacraments. So I can't really rely on that either. It's
right.
It's a bit buggy.
Are you remote highways off too, Jarvis?
Yeah, I turned it off with these. Well, I guess on. I don't know. I can't see Hakwen's highway. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, Hakwen, with how insanely strong of an Allegro run you had, it has to have been pretty tough to see the Jarvis with a ridiculous FC. Because your run was insane too.
-5, right? That's commendable as fuck.
Yeah.
It was a -5 and it was all in one section.
it was
like that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I guess there's not really much of a question here. Just that's ridiculous. What I did want to ask though is, with so little information about Jarvis, what was the thought process behind the song picks?
I just wanted to pick stuff that was fun.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like Fallen Symphony ideally is not something that I would pick against Jarvis, but it is fun, and I wanted to play it. So
man, and it almost worked out beautifully.
It was very fun to watch.
So close.
Yeah.
What a match. What a performance. Thank you both for playing it on match. Natos, anything else?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just shocked at the level I saw today. Amazing stuff. Like when everyone's saying Allegro was just way too hard, it's too like permaban.
What's that about?
With an FC and a -5.
Yeah,
really awesome.
Come on now.
Yeah,
well,
that's
remarkable performance by both players. Congrats, Jarvis, moving on, and Hakwen, you are not done yet. You do still have the lower bracket, and you will be. I know, Jarvis, you'll be playing the winner of Remix versus Matref, and Hakwen, if I'm not mistaken, you play the loser of that match. I'd have to double check that. Yes,
that would, that would make sense.
Let me know.
Wow.
So it doesn't get any easier for either of you, but.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, so best of luck moving forward in both your matches. Cannot wait to see what you two are up to next time.
Oh, let's go. Appreciate it.
Definitely.
Indeed.
All right, have a great rest of your day, you two. Thank you for joining us
You
for
too.
the post-match interview. Much
Good luck to the rest of the matches here. Goodbye.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And that'll do it for the first match of the playoffs. What a start we had, Natos.
Indeed, that was everything I wanted it to be, really. There's like what 3 or 4 songs with like a 2K discrepancy. That's wow.
I think it was 3 total.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 4, because Flight was close, Sacraments, Allegro, the FC, and then Fallen Symphony. Just insane stuff to open things up as we go into our next match.